I'm going to be showing you guys how to play Sailor Song by Gigi Perez on the guitar. I've been seeing requests for me to teach this song for the past several months all over my website, in my comments section, even on my Patreon page, so I thought I would come at you with a quick tutorial. But first I wanted to quickly shout out Journey Instruments and all of their collapsible travel guitars. Today I will be featuring their color changing OF 660 model. It goes from blue to purple. It's really super cool, and of course it also collapses like all of their other guitars. So if you are interested in the one that I'm playing today or any of the other ones, I will make sure to leave that link down below. Here's a quick overview of everything I'll be covering in this tutorial today, and with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so this song is pretty easy. We only have 3 chord shapes to play through the whole thing. Remember, our capo is here on the 4th fret if you want to be in the same key as the original song. Otherwise, you can still apply these same 3 chord shapes, it'll just be in a lower key. But we're going to go ahead and start with our C major 7, which looks like this and sounds like this. From there we have our E minor. And then the last chord shape is our G6. And something to notice about all 3 of these chord shapes is we do only have to use our pointer and our index finger for all of them. So all 3 of these chords are just 2 fingers. So that should help with the ease of transitioning between these chords. And then another piece of advice I have is for your C major 7. I like to take my thumb and kind of wrap it around the neck of the guitar so you can mute that low E string, and that way when you strum, you don't hear this low E string. So just a piece of advice if you want to apply that. And then same thing with our G6. I like to take the palm of my hand here and I'll barely kind of touch that high E string, kind of to mute it also, because I think the G6 sounds better if you don't let that E string ring. All right, so I'm just kind of taking my palm and like muting the E string with that. But of course these muting techniques are totally optional, just wanted to let you guys know about them in case you want to apply them as well. But basically those are the only 3 chords you need to know to play through this song. Alright guys, so go ahead and pause the video and take as much time as you need to memorize these chord shapes as well as practice transitioning back and forth between them. The song is actually super beginner friendly because there's only these 3 chords for the entire song, and they're pretty easy to transition between because they're all only just 2 fingers. So definitely pause if you need to, and then when you come back we can talk about these strumming pattern that you can use for this song. Alright guys, so there's only one strumming pattern that you need to learn, and you can use it to play through the entire song, which is great for beginners. As you can see, it's at the top here, and we're going to count it like this with the 16th note count. We have 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Alright, so down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. It can get really easy to get confused with the amount of, times that we're doing all these down and up strums, so definitely pause and play it slowly until you can kind of hear the beat a little bit more. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to play this pattern through 1 time per chord for the C major 7 and the E minor chord, and then on the G6 chord we're going to play this 2 times through, and this is going to be true for the entire song. So this whole song is going to go from C major 7 to E minor to G6, so it's pretty easy to memorize as well. Some pieces of advice that I have for this particular strumming pattern in the way that she plays it that will help you with your overall performance are accents and dynamics. So let me go ahead and go over each of those. Whenever I say accent, basically what I'm doing there is I'm giving a little extra emphasis to some of these beats. So I'm going to go ahead and turn some of these arrows green. We've got our 1, the and of the 2, and the 4. So now that these are green, basically what you want to do is when you get to these strums, you want to kind of strum them a little bit with more emphasis than the rest of them, and this is going to kind of do almost like a drum beat throughout the song. So we have 1 and a 2 E and 3 E and a 4 and a. All right, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. And another thing you can think about for accents is whenever we have our chord on, so let's just put our C major 7 chord on, the accented notes, you're going to kind of strum all the strings. And then for the rest of the non-accented ones, you can kind of just concentrate your strums more on just a few of the strings. Okay, so we have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. And again, I'm also kind of just using my wrist to give those accented beats a little bit more oomph behind them, okay? Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. If you can apply the accents throughout this song, it will really help you not only keep track of where you're at with the strumming rhythm, but it'll also make it sound a lot like the original. So one time through one of these little rounds, we've got C major 7. We're gonna play this one time. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. To E minor one time. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Then remember when we get to our G6 chord, you're gonna play this pattern through twice. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, twice. All right, so remember those accents. That'll really help you keep track in the song. And then the second thing I was mentioning for this song is dynamics. Now, dynamics is basically just how loud or soft you're playing, and this is gonna play such an important role in this particular song because since the strumming pattern and the chords and everything are all the same, you want to kind of differentiate between different parts of the song by adding your dynamics. So basically, when you do certain parts, like for example, the first verse, it's a little quieter. So you still wanna have your accents in, but you just wanna, make your strums a little lighter. Then, like for example, after the first verse, we go into the chorus. It's played exactly the same way. We're just doing everything a little bit louder. It's pretty subtle, but if you can add those dynamics in, it really will help also make you keep track of the song, and it just is overall very nice to listen to for the listener. Now, besides keeping track of where you are at in the strumming rhythm, I think the other challenging part of this song will be just getting the tempo down or the speed of the song. It does go quite fast, so more at full tempo, it'll sound like this. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. So that will take a little bit of practice on your end just to make sure that you can get that at tempo. But once you do, we can put together everything in this little strumming section together to play through what would be the whole song. So let's go ahead and go through an example of the verse. I saw her in the brightest way, looking like an Hathaway, laughing while she did her pen and carved and carved. All right, and then again for the chorus, same thing. The strumming, the chords, everything is the same. We're just changing the melody of our singing. Oh, won't you kiss me on the mouth and love me like a sailor? And when you get a taste, can you tell me what's my flavor? I don't believe in God, but I believe that you're my savior. My mom says that she's worried, but I'm covered in this favor. All right? So basically the whole song goes back and forth between the verses and the choruses, and again the guitar is exactly the same for the entire song. You just want to change the melody lines whenever you're singing. If you are interested in a printout of everything that I'm teaching in this tutorial today, I do have that in the link in the description on my Patreon page. But basically once you have this strumming down and you have those chords down, you're ready to go through the entire song. Alright guys, so again, go ahead and pause the video and take as much time as you need to get this strumming rhythm under your belt. Really the pattern itself is not that hard to get used to, but what can get confusing, like I said, is where you're at in the strumming pattern. So make sure to add those accents in if you can, and then also work up that speed so that you can get it at full tempo, because this song goes pretty fast. But once you can get that, we can go ahead and put everything we've learned in this video to play through the song. 1, 2, ready, go. Alright guys, if you are interested in playing through the rest of this song with me, or you want to print out the guide with the chords and lyrics and everything like that, that is available on my Patreon page, which again I will link in the description box. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me for this guitar tutorial today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in a new lesson coming out soon. Bye!